Oh, don't live stream me. I'm skinning up. I know, I'm gonna have to go off
I
camera.
mean, we need you. We need you. We need you for your, like your the
Comedy
audience.
shame. Oh, don't live stream me. I'm skinning up. That
I know,
recording.
I'm gonna
I'm
have
gonna
to go
have
off
to.
I
camera.
mean, we need you. We need you.
What's
We need you
going on?
for
I don't
your,
see anything.
like your
Comedy,
the
comedy
audience.
shame.
Stop it! I can't make
Oh,
it be
don't live stream
quiet.
me. I'm skinning up. That
I know,
recording.
I'm
Help
gonna have to go off
me! I
camera.
mean, we need you. Okay, got it. Now we're in business. So I was like thinking earlier today, like, okay, so today, as you were just noting, Chris, I this week has been insane at work. So I worked 11 hours, 18,000 steps at work today, and then we're gonna play some D&D. And I'm pretty burned out, but I'm also very excited to play the game. And it made me realize how little I truly appreciated playing D&D and stuff when I was a kid and like when I was younger in high school and in college. Like we just play all this time and like didn't have a real job or like had to do any of this other stupid nonsense that also plays into getting together for a D&D game.
Yeah.
But
So, we used to go
man.
into my friends on Friday, right, and role play till Sunday evening.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, I'm just saying, like, dude, this is some fucking work right now. I got off of work. I worked 11 hours, 18,000 steps, and now I'm gonna run a D&D game. And like, but I'm not saying we all do it. I mean, but that's the point. When you're like an adult, you do this shit instead of like back when you were a kid and you would just like, you know what I mean? Like, you just like play, like you said, all night, all weekend long, Friday through Sunday.
Get a
All right,
casserole on
be
for
entertaining. I
Sunday.
got to turn off the light.
I don't know where
Now
Luke
it's,
is.
we work, then we do this. Back then it was we work, we do this, then we do other things.
Yeah. Partners ended up stopping a lot of role play. I remember. Other significant halves, you'd lose half your team. It's like players had new partners and just wouldn't fucking turn up to play.
Oh, at one point, we were playing late at night. We had too many people, and we had our DM had a bunch of pre-made sheets, just in case anyone was going to drop in. We had one more player than we had characters, so we decided to have an experiment. We had two people controlling the same character with multiple personalities.
That's a good idea.
One of them was lawful good, the other was chaotic evil. And I think every 4 hours or at significant events, they would roll a d20 to figure out who was in charge.
Wow. That's a fair.
That was interesting.
That was done in Vampires the Masquerade. In Chicago by Night with a Malkavian called Jacob, and he was also called Esau. And he is Jacob and Esau from the Bible, who are at war with each other, constantly, but it's the same person. And you just get involved in his game, and you just get pulled in, and you're either on one side or the other. But
I really want to explore Vampire the Masquerade more and all the White Wolf stuff.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh well. Right,
I'll do it to death. I did it to death, but it was really good at the time for the 90s. It really
I haven't
was.
played that nearly as much as I wanted to back in the day.
Yeah, I'd like to play it as an adult now, like with real adult personality, and not like be a kid that's like, you know what I mean, like the way we played it way back when.
It's not supposed to be a combat game. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, exactly. Funny though that you mentioned that you've done it to death, and yet here we are playing AD&D second edition, a first edition module. Came out in 1984, but somehow this game remains awesome.
I remember holding it in my hands.
I just want to before I'm going to start a recap here, but man, we got like tons of comments and stuff like in the last couple of weeks, like people commenting on the channel and stuff. And I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but one dude was like saying how his he hasn't played since since his best friend died, and like he's been watching it, man.
Bless.
I'm just like giving a shout out to that guy because that's pretty cool, man. Like, and
Yeah, man.
we got to put the Discord link up for some of these people if they want to join that group. The Discord, man, maybe we
They're
can
welcome to our
more
Discord.
people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I'll try to
welcome
put a
in.
link
Yeah.
up there for this episode, maybe, and if people want to, and it'll expire like in a week, so it'll only be the people who really actually watch or care.
I don't mind adding new blood because the server's a bit low, and it's like quite a specific place, and it's not like normal roleplay places with the rows. You can just say what the fuck you want, and do what you want. On the rows, you do what you fucking want. I'm not going to shout at anybody. And I didn't like that. I went to so many roleplay places and was like, you can't say this, you can't run that, you can't have a game with slaves in, you can't have this, you got to put warnings on. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, I just want to have a place where people can just fucking play and everybody do their room how they want. And then if you play, you play. If you don't play, fuck off. That's what it's done.
And play what you like. I mean, that's fine. It's all good. I'm not yucking anybody's yum. Yeah, but that's awesome. So I'll put a link up, you guys out there who've been commenting and stuff. If you want to, come and join the conversation. We're not like this isn't a real stream or anything. we're just people who play this game. So, so speaking of, last session was pretty. Well, it's pretty epic, I guess you might say. It started off with a confrontation between your group and a number of chagrin grooves, these elemental creatures or elemental earth creatures that were sort of rodents of a type, but about 3 feet long with powerful, devastating jaws. And what started off with mockery over these creatures that they would be guarding a power gem ended with Tarkus's dead body laying beneath them. And the rest of you did manage to kill them off, but it was not an easy battle whatsoever. And maybe you learned some lessons about healing before you go into battle.
Did we though?
I don't think they learned that lesson.
They did learn a lesson, although they don't get a chance to try it out. So searching the room that they were in, which was sort of a large burrow, you might say, Greyash used his magic ability to ferret out where the gem was hidden, and JB, like a man, touched the gem. Which shot out a wave of magical energy which enveloped all of you all and transported you from the earth node to the fire node, or what is better known as the fire pits. That is where you began to explore. Entered into a room, an 8x8, an 8-sided room with 8 doors, or a star-shaped room with 8 doors. And sort of in a crapshoot, I think you might have rolled the D8, in fact, to decide which one of the doors you're going to go through. You started going through one of the doors, then you're like, well, wait a second, actually, let's do the same plan we did last time. And decided to use, I believe it was a potion of flying and Greyash's wand that has
Greyash is a human kite.
Yeah. And so you guys went, so he was going to use those, and then also you utilized his spell rope trick to hide basically up in like a nether space in the midst
which
of
Roland thought was absolutely amazing. The best spell he's ever seen.
Yeah. Roland was particularly amazed.
Sorry, you'll never see it again.
Up the ladder into the cloud.
Oh right, didn't you burn it from the book?
Yeah, I don't think I can learn it. So.
Is it an alteration or something?
It's something. Illusion I'm bad for.
Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about rope trick in the spell list, which I probably should have looked up before.
Alteration dimension. Why can?
Right.
Oh, it's because I'm full. Am I full on second level spells? Maybe I'm full on second level spells. There's a reason.
Rope trick's
Whatever, it
first
doesn't
level spell,
matter.
isn't
It's
it?
cast now.
Isn't it a
Rope
first level
tricks.
spell?
No, rope tricks.
Regardless,
Third?
the group of you
Or
hid
fourth?
in this interdimensional space that Greyhawk summoned, which is an intriguing prospect on its own. But more than anything, it allowed you a couple of hours of rest. It's supposed to last for 2 hours. And while the rest of you rested, Greyash flew around the dangers of the fire pits and began to explore.
Yeah.
And explored several rooms actually here. Let me see if we can kind of briefly go back through what you... So you ended up going to the south, the east, the eastern door, but the south door. No, I can't call it the southeastern door because there's literally 2 southeastern doors. The east southern, the southern east door, the east door that's also on the south. Okay, so you went through that door, and
The eastern door on the southern wall, but east.
Yes. So you you explored several rooms. A small room covered in red gemstones that Greyash was able to sort of feel an aura of power around. He could sense that magic was meant to be done there. There was also another room that had a an obsidian statue of Greyash didn't actually take it, proclaiming that it was
Why?
proclaiming that it was JB's.
Okay.
What is this here?
I am.
Oh no, there was the... Did I do something wrong here?
No, but we definitely did.
Okay, so there's the... Okay, I got it. Yeah, there's an obsidian statue representing the shape of flames in a room. And then finally there was a kind of a strange room that had a shelf 10 foot off the floor that had several large boulders on it. Which was intriguing, but not intriguing enough for Greyash to explore it beyond that. There was also a room to the north that essentially was the coming together of 2 diamonds, the shape of the room, a really large room with 30-foot tall ceilings with 4 actually here, let me kind of re-describe this. With 4 orange, blood red, fire pits around the room, which you can see in the map. They're sort of centered on the floor here in a sort of weird way. And there are a pair of bronze statues flanking each of the fire pits. Human size, plate armor, bronze statues, arms folded over their chest. So a total of 8 of them. So Greyash has explored these 4 rooms now, kind of zipping around from one place to another place. And I believe that is where we are going to be taking off from. I'm not really sure what the last of the rooms was.
And then I dinged.
Yeah, so you know what's so funny is if you listen to I listen to the recording, and at the very beginning of the recording from last session, Chris, you start with, "I'm gonna ding tonight." You're singing this little song about how you're gonna ding, and at the very end, you level up and you're like, I'm dinging. He was so happy about it. It was so great. It was so great, so charming. It made me really happy.
Half a year to ding.
Yeah, and now you're 7th level, and I mean that's such a big thing for a fighter. All right, so the yeah, so Greyash, now what would you like to do? You I will say, I don't know, maybe it's 5 minutes per room. So we'll say 20 minutes. It hasn't been that. You know, actually I should roll. Make a couple of rolls here real quick. But yeah, where would you like to go?
To the southeast. The other southeast. now.
Oh, you're going over to that door. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm just
All right,
trying
so
to find the way out.
Hey, did the crew pull the rope up in? Are they allowed? You can pull the rope up, right?
They can pull the rope up if they want to, but they haven't said that they have.
Okay, so you see the rope then hanging there. And you head over to the door, and like the first one, you open it, you can tell it's unlocked, but it's kind of stuck. And so you have to really, and Gray Ash is not a strong man. It's not, you don't have to have a special strength or anything to open the door, but nevertheless, it's really hard to open it. But Gray Ash manages to push the door. Also in the southeast, but not in the southeast. In the southeast.
This is going to be confusing.
I'm just being an idiot. Pay no attention to me. I should also note here, which I hadn't done a good job of explaining previously, is that the lighting in this place is such that the burning of the fissures in the walls and sort of things like that.
But it's like Africa, the heat.
It's 90. It says it's 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So what is that, like
36.
36, okay.
Alexa, what is 95 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
95 degrees Fahrenheit is 35 degrees.
35.
Solid, dude. You were close. You're close. But because of all the fissures and everything, it's essentially daylight here. I mean, you see like bright glows pop up every now and then. And when you do, like, I mean, it's quite lit. It's quite well lit. So as you
orangey
down the passageway, you can see a number of other passages are opening.
The funky part.
I'm just peeking at the hole occasionally with the rope up.
Okay, here. So you're flying through this area, right? And as you are, you see let's see here. You see one thing that seems out of place. You're flying up kind of up near the ceiling, but you see this like bulbous black kind of blob moving down the corridor, down the hallway.
Blob.
It's moving in the direction, it's moving towards you, although, it doesn't seem like it's really noticing you so much. It's just kind of like blobbing along the passageway to the north. We'll say it's like about halfway down the passageway. So it's like, you're not at it. It's about halfway down the passageway, and it's moving in your direction.
Can I ask for the people at home how big it is?
Oh, yes. It's about an 8-foot diameter blob.
8-foot diameter?
But it's not... Okay, so it's like 8-foot circle, like an 8... it's undulating. So it's not the same all the time. And it's not 8 foot tall. You know what I mean? So like it's not like reaching all the way up, like near, it's 17 feet tall at its peak. So you're not, or 15 feet tall at its peak. So it's not like reaching up to you anyway, but it's kind of just like undulating. So it's not an 8-foot ball. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say it's like, but its width is at about 8 feet as it moves down the hallway, squishing around, and it's black. I mean, it's like black. It's got a little bit of a sheen on it. And every now and then it'll kind of like go over a little bit of like a fissure where maybe there's, a bit of exposed, I mean, for lack of a better word, like lava or just like burning coals. And you can just, hear like a hiss as it seems to be burning a bit. And you can see a number of burn marks along the body of the creature.
Okay.
Fascinating thing.
Do I see anything down this hallway? Is this a
Yeah,
door that I'm meant to know exists, or is this a door that
there's
isn't
a
meant to
door
know
there.
exists?
Yeah, there's a door across the hallway
Okay.
there from you. And similar to the other doors, with the brass fittings and
Mhm.
kind of a terrible job of like reveal here.
This map must be really annoying to unreveal. Everything's like so angular and stuff.
It's super annoying, but it's okay though. I don't
It's
really
horrible.
care. You can see that a room expands beyond, and from your vantage point, I mean, you can
Mm-hmm.
let's see. Yeah.
I will fly into the room then, I guess. Which way was the block
Yes.
moving?
Okay, so
was it just like chilling, or
kind of like zip over there towards that room, and you can see that this is a room that in many ways mimics it is okay. I'll just read the description. A lone altar stands near the south wall, and squat, flat stones, 3 to a side, hint at seats used during worship. On the altar rests a small basalt statue carved to represent the shape of flames. So it's very similar. You can see that the statue is made of a different material, but the room is quite similar to the other worship room that you had passed through. The other altar room.
I see. Okay. Can I open this door?
You sure can.
At your peril.
Okay. Door is unlocked and opens inward, allowing you to see beyond here. I'm going to just open this room up because you're going to be able to see it. It's a rather small room, like a 10 by 10 chamber.
Hmm.
And,
Okay.
Moving inwards a bit and being able to see into the room, there's the skeletal remains of a humanoid lean against the western wall. 2 small rocks can be seen at the left of the skeleton. A ripped backpack has been tossed into the southeast corner of the room.
Is it obvious what's killed him?
It's not entirely obvious what's killed him, but you know what? Make a wisdom check.
I don't want lore high for that. I rolled a 2.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. As you kind of move into the room, you smell something like a sort of a burn at the back of your like nostrils, and a scent, and it implies danger to you, the smell.
Okay.
Like a dangerous smell.
Like I want to get out of the room.
Yeah,
What
you
is it
like
like?
probably want to get out of the room.
Okay, I get out of the room.
Okay.
Like
All right, so go ahead and roll a saving throw versus poison, but with a +4 bonus.
there's a 4.
Diving
That's
throws are
not
never
good, right?
That is not good. That means 8. So I don't think you probably made it.
No, it's 13.
You zoom out, but as you're zooming out, you can feel like your throat, is like constricting, and you can feel like your skin starts to like burn, and you could even like putting your hands to your face, you can feel that there's like, there's like these pustules like forming, and they kind of start essentially exploding
Oh,
all over
God.
your body
Oh no.
Ugh, it's horrific.
as you've seem to have fallen into a horrible poison trap.
Two
Oh
down.
well.
17 damage.
Fuck.
Jesus.
That's a lot. That's a lot for a magic user, that is.
Yeah.
Ow.
So
Yes.
you get out of the room, you kick the door shut, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, like how you would react, but it's taking everything in your being to like maintain your magic, stay flying. You know what I mean? Like you're invisible, but you're just kind of trying to hold
Yes.
on after taking such a blow.
That sucks. Probably.
Yeah, it does.
Oh well.
I believe I have a potion of healing, or did someone else have that?
That's a
No,
point
you
on
should.
it.
You should have at least one.
You should have more than one
Yeah, I should
because
have one.
I gave you the one that I had.
I'm wounded. I was
Can
thinking
I,
about
can I,
that.
f-
Not
can I
as bad
find
as
the
you.
potion when I'm invisible? What do you say, Rob? Can I drink a potion of healing while invisible? Can I find it?
Of course. Yeah. No, we're not
Okay.
doing bullshit.
No, those things-
Healing potions are neutral. So they are the only potion that you can combine. I think there's
No,
another
he
one.
means like, can he find it and stuff? Because it's like in his
Oh.
bag and it's invisible. And I'm just like, that's
'Cause you-
lame. Let's
yeah,
just
yeah, of course.
You know?
Fucking hell. I thought you meant drinking them because if you drink multiple potions, you can fucking pop.
Yeah.
You can have. You can have. You can pop
How much are these potions? Is it
Is it a regular one?
2?
2d4
no.
plus
I think it's like
1.
2d4 plus 2 or something like that. It's weird. It's not. Oh, fuck. Did I close it? No, here we go.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 1's a nice aggregate because you get a minimum of 3 there.
6. I get healed for 6.
No, I mean, don't quote me on that. Hold on, you guys.
Maybe 6.
It's GMI, just say it plus 1.
2d4 plus 2!
Go on.
Oh!
You get 10
7.
GM XP, Rob. You get 10 GM
I'm
XP.
such an idiot.
7. But doubles my
But I
HP.
amuse myself, so that's all that matters.
Oh, you're not dead now, Dave. Is black smoke still flowing?
Back up to 14.
Is black smoke okay? Okay. Good.
Yeah, back up. Okay.
All right, so you
But
pull on
now,
and you feel
I'm
the
like, okay,
go down here,
I'm like,
and like the burning
this shit.
subsides. You still feel
What's
some
the-
pain.
yeah. I'm not liking this. Is the blob still just blobbing around down there?
Yeah, so like you look up the hallway and like the blob's like while you were in the room, the blob just kept going, and blob's like here, blobbing along.
Oh, it's up there now.
Yeah,
That's inconvenient.
it was blobbing along, dude.
It could be quite a good pet.
Blob gonna blob.
Okay. I will
Blob dog.
check these then.
Roll20 has a little annoyance to me in the reveal things. The reveal is not so bad, but when you click on the reveals, it opens to reveal the tool. It opens up a drop down menu, and then you click on what you want to do, like the feature you want, and it doesn't. Jesus fucking Christ! Are you kidding me?
It doesn't do it.
Sounds.
and then it
awkward.
doesn't disappear.
Oh,
So
Do you have to press
No.
enter on the keyboard or something to like
sounds
finish it?
well. Press escape.
so you have to like move the map over if it's underneath. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you have to then move the map, which you can. I can just like slide it over, but like it's just a little tiny annoyance, right? Like an unnecessary. Like it should the menu should just disappear when you click on what you want. All right, so small complaint aside, a touch of heat and humidity washes over you as you approach this chamber. You stand on a ledge overlooking, or you float above a ledge overlooking a pool of steamy water, flames leaping from its surface.
It's water. Don't touch it.
The ceiling, 20 feet overhead, spews a constant trickle of water in numerous locations. Bobbing in the water are several large rocks covered with many small pits. At the opposite end of the room is another ledge. Discarded on that ledge is a glowing longsword.
Sorry. Gary Gygax wants to kill you.
Everything
He wants to kill all of
me.
us. So
I finally figured out where the Dungeon of Elemental Evil is truly located. Australia.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right?
Because everything wants to kill you.
Mhm.
Okay. I sadly, I'm not risking anything right now. I'm gonna go south again,
You think Texas is bad?
making sure the blob's not like literally about to eat my face.
Yeah, the blob is, you can't even see the blob anymore.
Okay,
I
good.
like the blob.
Maybe it'll go wander off somewhere.
I might
I'll turn
feed
up.
it.
The worst possible moment.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. I wonder where he is. I said, is he flying around still somewhere?
One room.
Okay. So the ceiling here is arched, a full 30 feet high. This long hall is 30 feet wide and 80 feet long. 3 fire pits of equal size span this rectangular room. Each fire pit is lit, illuminating the hall. The north and south walls are covered with murals depicting fiery, cataclysmic events ravaging a city, a village, a forest, and dwarven halls. In the southeast corner of the hall sits a proud, draconic creature with crimson scales.
Oh, God damn it. Does it see me?
That's what we're about to find out, aren't we?
Fucking dragon. That reminded me, we left the fucking dwarves in the stone place. We never found them.
You'd have thought they'd have been in the Earth place, wouldn't you? Dwarfs.
Yeah, that's what they were there, but we never found them. As soon as we found the rock, we teleported out. We didn't get a search for them.
But didn't we put the gem in the skull?
I don't think we. I don't know. I think
we
maybe
did.
We did.
JB had it.
Yeah.
JB had it inside
Was-
us, and we had a role play where he became a bit
No,
column.
I mean like the dwarves. Like there was dwarves there apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but we
didn't
can
get to
go
search
back.
for them because as soon as we found
All
the
right,
other
you
thing, we teleported.
hear like a whispered, terrifying female voice. Kind of, you're hearing it, but maybe it's in your head, or maybe it's just somehow drifting far across the room. But you hear, "Don't be shy. Come in. I've been expecting you." Masniel sent you, did he not? He better
Masnia.
have. And she kind of bristles a bit and sort of starts to move to like get up. and you
Have I ever heard this name before?
never.
I am getting the fuck out.
Why are you not giving me what I need?
It's a trap.
I'm going. I'm buying as fast as I can. It's like, bye.
All right, you roar, you do that, and like you're zooming up to the north, and like you just see like flames burst out of the passageway. You know what I mean? Like it whoosh, burst out of the the passageway as you're flying to the north.
Yeah, I've fly straight up into the rope trick and be
Okay, you
like,
see the blob. So the
There's a
blob
blob here?
the blob is in the triangular room now. I mean the star room now, blobbing around.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, I fly up into the rope trick and be like, there's a fucking dragon. It knows I'm here.
Of course there is. Elemental power and treasure.
What do we do? It can see me.
It can see you, it knows we're here. I don't think we have very many options. Unless we found what we were looking for and we found a way out of here.
I haven't found anything apart from trinkets that aren't worth our lives.
And you found no exit?
No.
Were you able to explore every corridor you could find?
Only explored to the southeast, most of the southeast, but yeah.
Well, perhaps we should explore the rest of it, try to find a way out. Maybe we could circumvent the dragon if it isn't actively searching us out at this point.
There's a dragon.
Yeah, it might be too late for that. Like, do we? Can we hear it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't. What are your senses like when you're in there? Can you hear what's going on nearby?
I don't think
trick.
we can.
I forget.
We're in an extra-dimensional space. I don't think we can.
I
There's
feel
some
like you
space
might
for
actually
the-
be able to look down over stuff. If I'm being honest.
Spells
okay.
cannot be crossed across the dimensional interface, nor can area effects cross it. They can see out of it as if it was a 3-foot by 5-foot window centered on the rope.
Which is where I said I was.
Did I do it again?
Yeah.
You can
They
see
can
out.
see out of it.
Here's Luke.
I know. There he is.
Was I left out for a reason?
What do you mean left
What?
out?
What do you mean?
I've been
Why
sat
are you
waiting
late?
to join. I've been sat waiting to join. It's just not come through.
Are you?
Oh.
For how long?
We thought you just weren't
for
here, man.
like 20, 25 minutes.
Oh no! Fucking wait! No, I
Wow.
have not seen you. It has not.
No, we
said.
thought you just weren't
You
here,
just
man.
popped up. You just popped up, and I
Yeah,
just
okay.
as soon as I saw you, I let you in. I was kind of wondering where you were.
Yeah, that's scuffed. I've been sat here for 20 minutes just
Yeah.
thinking,
No
oh, he's
message-
not here
no-
yet. He's late. He's
No
late.
message
It's
on
okay.
Discord or
Oh my
anything?
god, dude! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
it's
I
not your
swear
fault,
to you,
it's-
we did not. I've been keeping an eye out.
Just because you killed him doesn't mean you can exclude him.
I know.
Yeah,
Now I'm just
see?
being an asshole. All right. Well, we'll get Arena in here. It's a. Are you still going with the name Arena?
Yeah.
Welcome. Better late than never, anyway.
Please tell me Arena's a red dragon.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah. Well, when you come across her, I'll. Unless the DM
so-
saying you come across her.
So, Arena. We can get all the details of this, but when it was her time, when her, let's see, when her luck ran out, she was ultimately apprehended. You know, basically crated up with a bunch of other slaves, taken, who knows the fuck where, probably to this temple where all of this activity has been going on lately. Hearing all sorts of manner of humanoid noises and monstrosities. Ultimately freed by an enormous two-headed, or I'm sorry, you know what, a hill giant with a large black dire wolf and a big black cloak, intelligence in his eyes, actually humanoid, who seems to open up the crate and starts kicking people into this room, including you. And there are these symbols on the floor in this room, and one of them is a symbol akin to fire, and that is where Arena gets kicked into. She sort of stumbles there. She has her stuff on her. You've got all your weapons and gear. The others that have been forced here against their will, you notice as well. A couple of couple of other bandits. There's you presume to be a merchant that they've given they've given a dagger, but doesn't look like he's ever held a weapon in his life. You see a couple dwarves who have weird makeshift armor on, a bunch of different weird weapons, like their weapons, like their axes and hammers and shit, but like they're made from a disparate grouping of like parts and stuff. But they're deep dwarves, and they get like kicked onto to this symbol of like air. You kind of see him over there, and before you have a chance to really do anything, the hill giant just smiles, and Arena is transported against her will to someplace else.
Got it.
The group of JB and his Jolly Bandits are currently...
I hate that name.
I have asked you guys we're on session fucking 50 right now. There's been you want something else, you got to come up with it. All right, I'm open to ideas, but right now, Pete, the early bird catches the worm, man. So it's JB's Jolly Bandits. So JB's Jolly Bandits. I'm gonna have to say it a lot because I know Chris hates it. So JB's Jolly Bandits. The group of you, Grey Ash is telling you this tale of this dragon, and you're looking through the window. You've also probably all seen this black blob, kind of like milling about in the room.
I throw something on it.
Can you do that? You can throw stuff out of the hole?
Like I'll get like a pebble and throw it on it and see if
I guess so. You can't cast spells, but you can throw things.
Feels like you could do stuff. Right?
Matter can
I
pass
like
through the
take
window.
a bit of flint out my boot. As I mentioned, my boot. And as it ambles past, I flick it onto it.
just mild abuse of the.
I love it. I love it really, and I'm trying to attract its attention. And like negative attention is just as good as any for Raven.
Now, let me just find the.
I'm not like that in real life.
Not like that in real life.
No, I'm much more friendly. No, but it was just
sorry, guys. I gotta find. Okay, here we go. Got it.
Dragon. That's what I want. I'm digging the music. I can hear it better this week.
Wait, where the fuck is the? Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's see here. So you throw something onto it.
Yeah, just like a bit of stone. Just to see what happens. Because it like gathers.
Yeah, the
stuff,
stone
like feeding a duck.
and it doesn't really do anything. Like it kind of bloop, sticks onto it. You know what I mean? And then as it moves around the room, like the stone doesn't really stick to it. So like you see it move on a little bit, and like your stone is like left behind on the ground.
Didn't like that.
As Roland is undergoing probably the most elaborate scientific experiment Roland has ever conducted, a humanoid appears in the center of the room, much like the group of you appeared in the center of the room, but an hour or so ago. Luke, why don't you describe Arena for us?
Shit, I haven't even worked out what she looks like.
Let's make it up now. It'll be good.
Yeah, make it up now. So she's human, about 5'6", 5'7" ish, female, obviously. So she's dressed in basic garbs with chainmail over the top and a small buckler on one arm and sword probably in hand, because this is a dangerous place. Just a short sword, and you see that she's got a bow over her shoulder. She doesn't look particularly pretty or anything. She looks a bit rough, maybe a bit roguish.
Luke, let me ask you something. How would you feel about me giving a chance that Roland might know who Arena is? Because Roland's backstory is such that he has some connections to some unsavory sorts from this region.
Like, I'm sure there might be a chance, of course.
Okay, if you're okay with that, then Chris, why don't we do, Chris? Let's see, an intelligence check.
My ink's 9.
Oh, well, we're fucked then, aren't we?
Hang on.
Well, like, would he, if he had seen her, would he remember her? You know?
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Seems like
Just play my dice tower. D20. That's a 1.
What the fuck?
I'm glad that wasn't my hit point roll for my new level.
I mean, I'm kind of like think we should, maybe you guys had like a night of drinking together or something with that roll. I don't know how you feel about that, Luke, but I mean,
that sounds like something you should do. Absolutely.
Okay, fun. That's fun then. Then it's an easy way to introduce. So, Roland, you see this woman, you know, sort of like scramble to her feet, and like you recognize her immediately. Like, oh my god, I've seen this person. I know Arena.
I call out then from the hole. I'll go shout, "Oi, oi, Arena, you still owe me 3 shots of rum."
I don't think that they can hear, because that would actually be a disadvantage.
Can't you like poke your head out of the gap?
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so Roland's head pokes out.
I look around hearing this, like,
you still owe me 3 shots of rum.
What's that? That sounds familiar.
Quickly, I wave, and like you see like a plate.
Luke, why don't you make an intelligence check for Arena, and I'll give you a +2 bonus because Roland said something that could familiarize. We'll see if he was as important to you as you were to him.
I failed, so no, just like weird face look at him. This weirdo just hanging out.
Well, I'm more gonna say you remember him. You are gonna remember him. You just don't recognize him in the moment, is what I.
Yeah. I'll come to.
Yeah. All right. Eventually. So this maniac head. There's like a head like sticking out. Do you want to lower the rope? Or is the rope?
You'd surely remember me from my tusk. I've got one eye different colour to the other, so you'd surely remember me.
I'm going to say you guys will recognize Roland, but it's just in the moment, like in the moment,
sir.
You know.
Bomb the rope down. Quickly.
Comes out of the sky. You see, so as Arena is kind of getting herself together, there is this black blob-like creature. It's moving around the room, and it seems to have caught onto Arena's scent. It's moving towards her, menacing. Huge blob. Certainly, Arena's experienced enough to have heard of such, puddings and blobs and slimes and these creatures as being potentially very, very dangerous. What would you like to do with Arena?
Well, I'll take that opportunity to head towards the rope and move around this thing and try and climb.
Is the thing going to get to her too quickly? Because if so, I want to use my acrobatics to swing down on the rope and swing and grab her.
Yes, in fact, yes, it's going to be there too quickly. It wasn't going to see this. That fucking amazing idea, and I want to see it happen now. All right, so yeah, Arena seems to have taken just a moment to recover. Didn't see the pudding at first, and turn the blob at first. It turns around and sees it starts making a rush for the rope, but you can see that she's not going to quite make it before the thing latches onto her potentially. So go ahead, Roland.
Acrobatics check. On Dex.
Oh, this could be great.
13.
Got it. All right. So Roland, this maniac jumps out of the hole, holding the rope in hand, swings and grabs Arena up and begins to climb up. And once Roland's got a hold of Arena, Luke, Arena recognizes him. Roland Ravensblood. And you didn't know him as Ravensblood back then, but apparently he's gained fame since back then. But anyway, yeah, so he pulls you up, and before you know it, you're in the group of the 5 of you are in this interdimensional space. Now, let me ask you, is it possible for 5 people to fit in this interdimensional space? Caster of spell.
As we hang from the rope, and I go, quick, Arena up. I'll hang there for a minute until she close up. I might go down and fight the pudding.
Up to 7 others.
Yeah.
So 8 people total can fit in there.
It's like a little community centre building.
Yeah, 8 people can fit in there. 7 if you bring the rope up. Neat. That's awesome. And there's only 5, so you guys have a little bit of room. So you pull the rope up. The blob doesn't seem to have any sort of intelligence. So as soon as Arena and Roland get up back into the hole of the rope trick and you pull up the rope, the blob just goes on its way. And it doesn't take too long before it skirts out the other open door, the door that Grayash had gone into first.
Not today, pudding.
The east-south door, not the southeast door.
Who is this?
Well, you can introduce yourself.
You scooped me up here. I'm Arena. I was thrown down here after being captured, wandering the area. I don't know any of you except this guy. I remember drinking with Roland in the taverns. Didn't expect to meet any friendly faces out here. What are you guys doing here?
We've come to destroy the temple. And yourself?
Well, I didn't know it was an option. But if that's a way out of this cursed place, then absolutely.
So why did you come here?
It sounds like a great idea. It wasn't by choice, trust me.
She tells the truth, I say, putting the orb down for the sake of confirming that we trust you, I suppose. Because I can tell lies, can't I? I can tell if people are lying when I hold the orb. I can detect lies.
Yeah, if you use the power of it, for sure.
Well, yeah, I do. While she's speaking.
I don't
But
know.
I should have
if you,
said.
I don't
so
know if you can figure that out, Roland. Let me have the skull, and I'll tell you.
JB, I will say this, that there is some true desire for JB to have that again.
I'll slap his hand away.
Like legit. Like
I mean, if he actually pulled the orb out and Arena saw the orb, Arena feels the same way.
Well, so Roland has it on a chain around his neck. So if he pulls it out, it's probably like underneath.
Yeah, I use it, but it's up to you to declare if they see it or not, isn't it? But I try to use it like.
I mean,
I don't mind them seeing it. I'm just saying.
I feel like you have to have it in hand, but I don't feel like it's obvious.
Okay. Yeah, it could be like you have to
small.
hold it.
I mean, like if you pull it out, like you could be like, and hold it in hand. Like if you're not trying to be, I don't know, maybe Roland would because he's being pretty covetous of it lately.
It depends.
But I mean, Arena, I would say this: you do see that Roland has something gold in his hand. It's really hard to necessarily see exactly what it is. It doesn't really exude any sort of power over you. But Roland has it in hand as everybody's talking to you. I mean, so like talking.
Yeah.
So I just observe and listen. And let the dwarf do the talking.
Yeah, Arena definitely likes the look of that. Something gold, shiny.
This is the only way out. We need to find other gems to exit.
What
What
gems?
All of them.
I know not what you speak of.
It's best that the wizard explained it. I say, and I poke the wizard. Like in his rib.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we just say that everybody takes a moment to catch me up, and then that's
great.
We don't have to go over the whole thing that we've been doing for 50 sessions.
Catch up montage.
You still have plenty of time with the rope trick. I mean, I'll say it's probably been about 45 minutes of exploration. It's not like Grash was gone for ages or whatever.
And at some point I turn up being like, it's a fucking dragon.
I mean, I'm saying that already happened. Like,
oh, okay.
We're not going back.
Okay, I thought that this happened like during my exploration.
No. It happened after you came with the dragon.
Oh, well, I feel a lot better now then. I don't care about the dragon anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as though the creature came flying after you, fortunately.
I'm surprised. I was expecting it to come murder us.
Maybe we should talk.
But it seems to not have followed me. Otherwise it'd be here by now. It's to the south.
So we've found the stone that brings us here. Have we found the stone that takes us to other places yet? Do we know the location?
We're looking for.
We think that this stone lets us go to other places, I believe, if we can find a rune. I think that was a thing.
So if you've done the scouts, wizard, have you found anything that could take us out of here?
Not yet. I retreated back due to the dragon. I was worried it would follow me and kill me.
It's fair.
As it has not.
So you feared it might follow you, and you led it directly to everybody here.
Would you rather I led it to somewhere I don't know, get trapped and die?
Leading it to me is not what I had in mind.
Well, I didn't have a dragon in mind either, so we're both equal.
So, what does Roland know about you then, if we've caught up with you as well? Are you a fighter? What are you?
Yes.
Not like, again, meta-wise. Like, what do I know of you? Like, are you a mercenary?
So, bandit, mercenary, fighter. Like, I say bandit because she's obviously not got the greatest of intentions all the time. So, you know, we've shared stories and such, and you know, she's she's nowhere near your strength, but she's a dab hand with a sword.
Skillful fighter. Okay.
Yeah, skillful.
Okay. From what you have said, Greyash, it would seem that the dragon is the only thing here that really can communicate with us. It might know. We might be able to deal with it.
It was expecting someone whose name I've forgotten. Dresh has probably also forgotten him due to the situation. But,
have you got a polymorph?
What was the name?
Yes.
I completely forgot.
We do.
Metagaming, yes, there's a polymorph potion because Tarkus had it on him when he died.
Oh, interesting.
Can you use polymorph to turn into a dragon? Or is it only real creatures?
Any creature, I believe it says. Or...
So you could pop in and pretend to be a dragon? How? And pop in.
I don't want to risk that.
You know, like a cat does. I've come in from a level above. I want to know what's happening. I don't know. I'm not that clever.
Guess I should continue trying to find a way out. I'm not being hunted by.
I'm missing all the good stuff. Really, it's quite nice in the cloud. It's boring. I might go and have a look at those statues soon. And what are these?
Yeah, there were some statues to the east. I didn't approach them because I was worried they might animate, such as these things tend to do.
Does the cloud not move?
No. It's static.
No.
Okay. Just
it's
sat
like
here
a big
on
cloud. It's just like a box.
Yeah.
And you climb into it, and then it expands inside like the TARDIS. Kind of. Oh, that's what I
understand.
Yeah.
Like a rope ladder.
Just like my idea of an interdimensional portal is you can close said portal and reopen it in other locations. But yeah, such is not the way here and now.
No. So I'll lower down, try to avoid the ooze and go find some more doors. I'll say that like you are free to explore if you wish, but just be aware that to the south there is a room with poisonous air. You go in the first door on your right, go in the southeast door. Do not go into that room if you value your life. Obviously the far southeast is the dragon. Directly to the east, the large room with the bronze statues. That didn't enter.
Where was the dwarf pictures, Greyash?
Straight east.
Let us go look at them, Tuchdren, and find your brethren.
Let's go.
This was one like I had the writing on the wall. Dwarf pictures.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was on straight east.
They're covered in ancient script that has been etched into the stone walls. The northeast and south walls are, but there's a pile of stone debris on the south wall that has remained, like a portion of the script has been destroyed. You were trying to figure it out when you were looking at the script, but it was not a language that you already knew, and it was beyond your understanding of the mysteries of magic to discern more without.
I have Helm of Languages. Is that only heard languages, or is it read languages? But I can't read and write. Or is it only audio?
Helm of Comprehend.
Helm of Comprehend language.
That's up from Tuchdren's body. Not Tuchdren, Tarkus. So I always get these jobs. I've been playing 3 years. He's still got the names confused.
I know, Black Smoke.
Don't worry, Black Smoke Cloud, mate. And Rupert's coming later.
Okay, let's
Fine.
see. Is able to understand 90% of strange tongues and writings and 80% of magical writings.
Sounds good.
There you go.
That's dirty. Okay.
Like you get the whole thing.
Good.
except for,
That's a
one
good item.
crucial word.
All right, so we're doing my favorite thing, right? Splitting the party.
We're splitting the party. Well, we were already split, so it's fine.
Are we splitting into three? What's JB doing?
JP's not a fan of splitting the party, but I will go with Tuctrin. And
So we're all going to leave the hole in
Yeah.
the wall.
we're all leaving the hole.
Yeah. He'll,
It was only for a
he'll
recovery.
remain there for a
It's
while.
been there like an hour or a while, yeah. I mean, we've been in it an hour or so, recovering and drinking and eating it. I'll bear
It's
my
been about a
wounds.
total of an hour, we'll say, when you after you're done with all your talking and nonsensing.
Hmm.
So let me get back to the map here. And so JB is not leaving, or is JB leaving?
No, I'm gonna go with Tarkus. Not Tarkus, Tuctrin.
Oh,
Now I'm doing it. Now
golly.
I'm doing it.
Jesus Christ. Tuctrin and Roland, right?
We're always carrying a little
wait.
piece of Tarkus
Rupert-
with us.
I was going to
and
say,
Black Smoke split it.
who's carrying the bag? Because you might actually be going with Darkness.
I couldn't get a ring off his finger,
That
so I
was
just got the whole
dark.
finger in my pocket.
No.
All right. And so also Arena is going with them as well. With Roland.
I
So it's
believe
basically
so.
everybody's going in one direction, Grey Ash is going in another.
Yeah, basically,
Mhm.
I don't have any way to make myself invisible like Grey Ash does, so I'm not going to follow him around.
All right,
Like
we'll
the
start
blind
with
leading
Grey
the
Ash. He's
blind.
flying at moving rate 18 and not doesn't need to be quite as cautious because he's invisible.
Probably.
And doesn't walk around with big chonking armor.
No, he flies around with quite dirty, ragged, ripped up robes at this point.
Hmm.
Have some pride, man.
We're all a bit
I
down.
replaced the
All
robes
of
at
you
one
guys
point. I
are
did buy
equal,
fancy
like-
robes at some point.
There's
But
definitely no
they've been
doubt
through a hard
about it.
time.
Murder hobos happening, right? I mean, you look like hobos. Right? I mean, you have awesome shit.
Mhm.
Like, you have great weapons and stuff, but
Haven't
I'm
I
proper
just
grinding.
been cast in here?
I've
The
got,
look
like,
of our
black
weapons is
all
its
over my
own
face.
anti-theft device.
If I've just been cast into the room, then I don't look too bad, okay?
no, well,
Just look like somebody slapped me about a bit.
yeah. I mean, you probably have a few like healing up cuts and stuff like that. All right, so Grey Ash, you fly open up that door once again, kind of stuck. It's a little bit sticky, but you're able to push it open, and you can see that beyond are a number of passages to potentially explore. You can see that this kind of connects to the room with the bronze statues to the south. There's two passages to the north, one passage, and one room all the way across to the east. I'll give you just kind of a quick look at that room. Is particularly brightly lit. You can tell that there's fire pits in there, and
fire pits. Sacrifice.
and you think you might see some figures down there,
Okay.
like in the smoke of the fire pits, maybe obscured slightly by the smoke of the fire pits. That's all the way
Like
down
to the east?
Yeah, to the north, but that's like kind of, you actually kind of see that first as you're coming down the hallway. But then as you kind of maybe move around that corner, you can see to the north there that
The hallway leading into this room is covered with a white, chalky substance. The shattered remains of 2 glass vials litter the ground. Unusual carved markings etch the surface of all 4 walls.
Hmm.
Do they look like a language? Can we try to read them?
But you're not even there.
Okay.
And then, of course,
Shoot.
so the zigzagging of the Temple of Elemental Evil continues to do its thing. And you can see that from there, the passageway continues in many different ways. And it, again, all of this is actually pretty well like crafted, just in terms of a magical being. You're a practitioner of magic looking at this. This is all constructed obviously by magic, and there are like these fissures and these steam vents, and there's all this sort of stuff happening, but it's all sort of maintained together, and it is pretty like orderly and carved, like, or I shouldn't say carved because it's not carved, but it has like, real walls and floor and ceiling and stuff like that, even though it is this sort of volcanic substance, volcanic stone. Where to next, Gray Ash? I'll give you one more, and then I'm gonna get to the guys.
I'll scoot up to here.
So you fly up through the narrow passageway. It gives you the option to go left or right. Heading to the east, which would be to your right, leads you to another room. The dark green walls in this room appear to have been created in a hurry, as the corners are misshapen and the surface of the walls is rough with sharp edges. A small dented buckler leans against the northeast wall.
Interesting.
But not that interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, so let's go to the other group. We're heading down the passageway to the east-south, right? Rest of the group? Everyone else?
We're going straight. I thought you said it was straight east, right?
Well, there's 2 passages that go straight east, technically.
Yeah, we go that way.
Yes. You have to go, so you wiggle through, moving back and forth. Your eyes are drawn momentarily to the large chamber to the north, where upon there are 4 huge fire pits and these 8 bronze-clad, these bronze guards.
Come on, let's just have a quick look at them. Come on.
This room, however, which has drawn your attention because of the depiction of dwarves, I'll just read the description again here. The north, east, and south walls of this room are covered in an ancient script that has been... Wait a second. Is this the room that you wanted to go to?
The one with the dwarven paintings.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarven paintings is... not this one.
What were there now?
That was the one with writing that I couldn't read.
That
Which
was the
one's
writing.
Which one did... What was the dwarven paintings? I don't even remember which room had that. Was that the one with the sword?
No, not the one with the sword.
Hmm.
There's a sword.
No, there's no sword.
Ah,
There's a
Oh
sword.
yeah, the mural. Oh yeah, the mural. You're talking about the murals. You wanted to go to the mural room? Is that where you guys want to go?
Mural.
All right,
Is
so
this-
down here by the dragon. It's the room with the dragon.
Oh, it's that room. Okay.
Yeah, it's the room with the dragon. So if you want to come here though and try to read this script,
yeah, let's do that.
you might as well. So heading over into that direction, all right, I'll just read it again. Yeah, so the northeast and south walls of this room are covered in an ancient script that has been etched into the stone walls. A pile of stone debris at the bottom of the south wall is all that remains of a portion of the script that has been destroyed. The far wall is a shelf 10 feet off the floor. Several large boulders are on the shelf.
Make them explode, I say.
All right, so
It's okay.
you can so Roland immediately, I mean, as you're kind of like looking in there, let's see here. Okay, so with the helmet on and looking at these sort of pictographs and stuff like that, it's incomplete because it's been broken from before, but it seems to describe some sort of magical process of enchanting a weapon
I didn't expect that.
with fire. But it's missing critical details because of the damage to the southern wall.
I explain. So, this seems to be a spell, but it would be like I suppose that'd be like me, who's not a mechanic, reading out how to fix an engine. Might be able to read it, but I don't really understand what it means when it says connect the piston to the fourth rod on the shank or whatever. Fucking. So I'll just explain that briefly. Yes, there's some kind of procedure to make a magical weapon, although it is incomplete, well, busted up. There's some parts missing. I don't know if you can. I'll flip over a tablet, like look for the parts that might be missing. I don't know if it's of any importance. I mean, I already have a flame tongue.
Yeah, it does
But for the
seem
rest of them-
akin to flame tongue power that it's describing, but again, it's missing some key elements.
Hmm.
Well,
I'll look around.
I have no
Sorry,
knowledge
but-
of any magic of this type, so
But can we see any parts that might fit in this section? Are there any parts of wall? Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a big pile of stone on the floor, right on
Can
the
we-
in front of it,
can we try to piece it together?
It's jigsaw
all
time.
broken and shattered. I mean, this would require magic. You think?
Hmm.
Oh, bro, yeah.
You know
as
what I
in
mean?
some-
Like you've heard
yeah.
of magical spells that can put things back together that would otherwise be unsalvageable.
Right, like mending and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is like there's literally parts of it that are just kind of piles of dust. Like there's no way, there's no putting this back together.
Gotcha.
But magic could do it.
I think we should do that at some point
Oh.
because I bet that'll let us make a sword that'll do something.
Well, perhaps Grey Ash knows the magic for this.
on a different area, and he could always borrow the helmet if he needs to.
True.
Hmm.
But anyway, what next? Do you think, Tucton?
Well, we need to find a way out of here to continue on. We don't want to linger here any longer than we need to. I wonder how Grey Ash is faring
I do too.
with potential
Ooh.
finding an exit.
God, are you fucking
Not
kidding?
faring well.
All right. Yeah, where are you going over there? Okay.
Yeah, north. I think that the last time the only time I had a hint of a teleporting pad, it was behind the freaking metal ball things. So doesn't bode well.
I think my phone's about to die. I'm on 4%.
Oh, it's about to die.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I need to find a hole to plug it into.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, sweet baby juice. All right. So Greyash continues to the north, and the passageway, as perhaps might be expected, extended number of different potential places to explore. As you move into a diagonal, what happened? Okay, yeah. A diagonal hallway becomes an intersection that divides and forms this unusually shaped room. Let me open it all the way up. A lone corridor provides entrances to the main room on the east and west sides. The corridor in between is littered with a mixture of heat-dried bones from dozens of types of creatures. A pile of broken weapons and armor can be seen in the southeast corner of the corridor. Shorter corridors to the east and west lead into the larger room. The rectangular room radiates more heat than expected due to the 20-foot-long fire pit that is off-center in the room. Hanging over the fire pit are several iron bars forming a crude spit assembly. Each bar is adorned with a roasting creature, two serpentine forms, and one delicate humanoid. The spits are being rotated by eager, fiery humanoids. The two humanoids to you look almost as if the walls come alive, although they're man-shaped. They're sort of a coal black form with bright red and orange fissures all over their body, as if they're powered by magma or lava itself.
By liquid hot magma.
I found the kitchen, not the way out.
Really? Do you see anyone you know?
Probably not.
Oh. Fortunately, Tarkus has dodged that fate.
For now.
I leave the room.
All right, you see a large fire pit right up ahead.
I leave the room. I abandon the cooking room.
I know. I
Okay.
see you. Your character on. So heading back into the main passageway where you just were.
Oh.
You're able to see there's a large room beyond. Let's see here. Do you look to the north or the south first?
North.
Okay.
So many maps to open. But I mean, this is a very effective way of
Ooh.
exploring the room. The temperature in the octagonal room is lower than expected. A warm breeze can be felt coming from the north wall. On the floor at the north end of the room is a large glyph, 10 feet in diameter. A massive draconic creature with bright red scales
Let's say.
curled up on a pile of treasure towards the opposite end of this chamber. Its eyes are gently closed its eyes are gently closed, and as it rhythmically breathes, a coil of smoke escapes its left nostril.
A second dragon.
Sleep.
God damn.
You all call it hers because I'm gonna steal that.
So there is this large circular glyph on the floor, which you've seen once before. It's an air glyph. You've seen this glyph before because you saw it as one of the 4 that was on the floor up above near in the chamber where the throne had taken you to. So you've seen this.
Is the dragon on the glyph or is it somewhere else? Sorry.
Right in front of it. On a pile of treasure.
Well, I'll be.
Okay, so let me just put this out to you, because in spite of potentially being incredibly afraid of the situation that you are in, there is another passageway to the south. It's quite big. Or another chamber to the south, which is quite big, which sort of anchors where the dragon is. And I want to describe this to you as well. So, two open entrances lead into this 100-foot long hall that runs north to south. To the north, an octagonal room is visible, complete with the curled form of a red draconic creature. To the south, the 20-foot wide hall is covered with glowing coals, literally covering the floor. 4 active fire pits are evenly spaced throughout the hall, aglow with light and heat. A small alcove is visible at the southern end of the hall. Inside is a smooth white stone pedestal. Resting on the pedestal is a chunk of polished obsidian carved in the rough shape of a dragon, which is in the description, which I find very suspect that you could see from 100 feet away, but it's in the description, and I read it.
Obsidian dragon statue.
We've got weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay.
I don't appreciate it much to have someone flying invisibly around my realm. You hear?
Who's asleep?
Don't go away. Come back, little one. I have a proposal for you.
Ooh, a proposal.
What is your proposal? I say then.
Come a bit closer. I like to see who I'm speaking to.
It sounded like you could see me fine.
You can hear like the groan and scraping of scales as the creature starts to stand, and the tinkle of coin and treasure, and even like as it's standing, you can sort of see this
go listen to him.
Shimmering like sort of red, not its scales specifically, but just the light bouncing off of its scales. It's sort of kind of creating this I don't know, prismatic red, this red glow kind of all around. And you can see the creature sort of standing up and stretching itself out. It expands its wings out, showing its massive size. Come, we can help each other.
Oh, we all know where this is going.
I silently fly away.
All right. Back to the other group.
See you.
So where are you guys to now? Everybody else.
I heard Jim's. Like I felt the disturbance in the force. I'm gonna go where Greyash is. No.
Think let's go back to. So I guess is the. Well, I guess I wouldn't
Actually-
know if the rope trick would still be there. I guess if we all
This
exit,
way.
does it go away or?
And it'll stay there. It'll stay there for a while.
I go to the room with the statues.
Okay. So you start moving to the room. Does anybody follow Roland?
I'll follow Roland.
Yeah.
You know what? He may be reckless, but his instincts are usually pretty good.
This is the thing. I just go random places. Yeah, it normally moves us on quite well.
All right. So I'm going to reread this so you have a good description of it again.
Nothing around but burn stuff, so I'm just going.
As the four of you begin to move over there, and you kind of get a sense of what's going on here. 2 diamond-shaped rooms overlap in this arched hallway with black polished walls. The walls have blood-red mineral striations in swirling patterns. The ceiling is 25 feet overhead, but peaks even higher in the center. 4 10-foot square fire pits are centered on the floor, brightly illuminating the chamber with an eerie, hypnotic glow. A pair of bronze statues flanks each fire pit. Each is human-sized, wearing plate armor and standing with arms folded on its chest.
It's Crom level shit. This is. Come on. Okay. I go. I look at the statue. How tall are the statues? Did you say 10-foot? Was that?
I'm sorry. Say that again, Chris.
How tall
Human-sized.
are the statue?
Human-sized. Yeah, human-sized.
Oh,
Man-sized.
so they're not huge. They're not huge like the front of the Dungeons and Dragons
They're
book,
man-sized.
first edition. Okay. Are we by the doorway?
Interesting.
Is there anything else in the room other than the fire pits, guys, that you noticed in the description?
Make a perception check with a -4 penalty.
All of us, because I'm looking around too.
Oh no, I rolled a 20.
Okay,
I'm
but yeah,
obsessed
both of
with
you can do
statue.
that. That's fine.
So -4.
Look at the
There ain't no way I make this. Oh no. Nope.
Perception again.
I'm
Oh my
extreme
goodness, I
today.
just made it. Rolled a 13, which is my perception -4.
Glad somebody did.
I went temporarily deaf.
Too much ale.
Roland's like,
All right,
where's
well,
the fire?
So JB, did Arena make it?
No.
Okay, so JB notices that there's a shelf along the eastern wall where the 2 walls meet in a point. It's a very small shelf, 15 feet off of the floor.
Feet off the floor.
Mm.
And you can see like a little like a bronze shimmer. You know, like there's something up on the shelf that's like
Is
shiny bronze.
Are the walls too hot to touch?
I wouldn't say that they're too hot to touch in every place, but in certain places it's too hot to touch.
I'm gonna climb walls to get up that 15 feet.
So you're gonna start sneaking over there?
Thief skill I've barely used. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak over and climb the wall.
Okay, let me.
Nice.
And no, everybody fails perception, so nobody notices JB is doing this. He just disappears.
My climb walls is at 60. It's the one thing I haven't adjusted so far.
All right, we'll go. You can go ahead and do your climb. Roll your climb walls check.
Okay,
That was
58. Boy.
That was a great thing about second edition. That was that thieves you could then, as you leveled, put your points into. Your
I
skills.
love that.
Yeah.
That
And
was
that's
a
what I've
really
been
good-
doing. Is everything right now is either 55 or 60, except breed languages. And since Climb Wall started there, I haven't actually messed with that yet.
Did you succeed?
Yes, I did.
All right, so you pull yourself up and you climb up the shelf. The shelf is made out of stone and is a part of the wall. So like it almost like, you know, it kind of comes out of the wall. It's like built in like in the construction of the wall. There is a like I said, there's a bronze the bronze object is a bowl. And as JB pulls himself up over the shelf, you can see that there are a large grouping of smoky quartzes.
Dibs. Of course, dibs. Nobody else knows I'm there.
Go ahead and make a an appraisal check.
Appraisal. Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all the same.
One. That's the time to roll a one. I made it.
Except that they aren't all the same.
Ooh.
There are a whole bunch of these gems that they're all sort of cut in similar shape, but you notice one, it sticks out to you. Like it's as if all the other gems are meaningless to you. Well, they mean less. To you. They mean
Is it the
something.
fucking gem? The fire gem?
And sure enough, there is a smoky quartz gem, a power gem for the
Can't
skull.
believe it.
No.
Fucking on a
When
shelf.
Don just said, Roland can be pretty reckless, but his instincts are usually pretty good. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'm trying to move a statue, like push it over and stuff. There's something
I'm
underneath
thinking
it,
about
like-
pushing
and meanwhile,
the 4
he's got
statues
a-
into the 4 pits.
Meanwhile, he's got a
Believe
full
it.
wall and got. Here is the gem.
How many other smoky quartzes are there?
I mean, are you gonna? It's in a bowl, so you know, like it's a bowl full of these gems. So you'd have to
All right.
like.
All right,
Pick
well,
up
I'm gonna. Can I pick up the bowl? Like, is it too heavy?
That's it.
You can
I-
pick
He's
up the
done.
bowl.
I have no real sense for how heavy a smoky quartz would be, depending on the
I was
size.
gonna say.
It's a couple pounds, I would say. So you
All
pick
right.
it up. You pick up the
And
bowl,
15 feet off the ground, I feel like I can pick up the bowl and just sort of gently drop back down.
and as you pick up the bowl,
Oh no!
God damn it.
the creatures,
The statues.
the statues, become creatures.
Yeah.
As you hear this sort of scraping of metal and stone and this whirling of fire as if they have been whirled up into energy, and these what were once statues are these sort of metal and stone men powered by magma that begin to descend upon Roland, Tuctrin, Arena, I guess, maybe, because Arena's there. Roland was right next to the,
I was touching it.
actually literally starting to fuck with one.
Don't touch nothing. Let
and-
me do it.
Although none of you know, like, well, I'll say this would be funny.
We all
Nobody
just
know where
assume
the
it's
fuck-
Roland's fault.
Yeah, nobody saw where JB went. Like, just kind
Yeah,
of
we
like
were distracted by the
you know,
statues. Yeah.
yeah, you know JB.
I quit
And
failing.
then it's like all of a sudden they all start moving, and all of your eyes are just drawn across the room, and you look over and you see it's like JB caught red-handed. He has the bowl in his hands. You can see this like bronze bowl, and he's like he's like looking over. He looks at you, you're looking at him, and all the things come like alive, like as he picks it up. All
I'm
right,
gonna put the bowl back down.
we're gonna get into this fight, and we're gonna do this fight. And I think there's actually a solid chance Grayash may hear this.
Well,
Is
I
right?
flew to like where Because I wanted to keep exploring this way. So it's very convenient.
Exactly. So I kind of feel like this is happening right when Grey Ash is flying by there. So we're gonna let everybody be in on this. I'm gonna say that Grey Ash all of a sudden catches out of the corner of his eye these things start to move. But I really got to take a piss. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break, and we will come back on the other side of the break, and we will start with declaration. Be right back.
Can really hope that there isn't a dragon following me.
Well, if there is a dragon following you, don't we just need to grab the orb before?
If we touch the gem, we'll all get teleported out.
Yeah, as long as we're all. Is it 50 feet that it transports everybody?
Something like that. It was.
Yeah, but it will transport these golems most likely.
Well, it depends if it's only people. Like if they're not alive, will it still?
I mean,
what are you asking?
I think the description says creatures.
What are you asking, Dave? David, what is the question?
If the gem will transport the golems, are they considered creatures?
What? Oh, if we touch the gem, you mean?
Yeah.
To put it into the skull.
Yeah. I think they're considered elemental creatures, aren't they? Metagaming away.
Who has the scroll of protection from elementals?
Yes, you have got that off Tarkus.
Yeah, I've had one written down from ages from the Earth Temple. I'm not sure who had it.
The one that Tarkus has is for all elementals, so it doesn't matter where you use it; it can just be used.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure the
there's also
spell
one
explains
for stone
that you've got to
elementals or
like.
something.
Yeah, the spell says that you've got to like draw a fucking circle or some stupid shit that's big enough to encompass your party, and then cast the spell. It's like I ain't got time for that.
The same for the protection from evil. It's like you have to draw a 10-foot silver circle or something. It's like, come on.
They're silly. Just roll a lot of it.
Because a round is 1 minute, so like you can do any of that stuff in a minute.
Exactly. David, do you have mending?
I've got a weird alternative version of bending. That is
I
called...
wouldn't mind fixing the wall and having a look at that fire sword thing as well. Not that it's critical, but I mean, if we're here and you've got mending.
I have pattern weave. Allows the caster to make sense of apparent chaos. Can see such things as pottery shards reformed into a whole pot, shreds of paper formed into a page, scattered parts as a working machine, or specific trails appearing out of overlapping footprints.
So I could borrow you the helmet. You could cast that and check it out. Maybe after the fight. Maybe.
Yeah.
Also,
I haven't got it memorized, but it's I could random it from the wand maybe, but.
But also, if you've got the fire orb, if we leave here, you'll be able to come back here at any time at will, sort of thing.
No, we don't know that.
Is that
upstairs?
Is that how it works? I'm not sure how it works. I thought we could teleport anywhere if we stand on the sigil.
I think we can only go on the sigils, and I don't know. I think we need to get all the gems, be able to travel at will. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think if you've got,
I was just trying to find the sigil because I thought we could get out. But...
I think there's 3 ways. I think if you stand on a sigil, you go directly there. If you've got the gem, you can go maybe to that one or back. I'm not sure. And I think if you've got them all 4 assembled and the skull, you can probably leave. That's what I'm guessing.
How remember we get all of them?
That's what I reckon. Yeah. You got to remember, it's an old plot now, but back then it was quite new. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Find the 4 dinguses, assemble them on a 1 mega dingus. Exit.
Okay, so somehow the party split, and yet they find themselves back together. The group of you are perhaps surprised, or maybe not so surprised, that these things have come to life. These bronze statues are now bearing down upon you as you fight to gain possession of the second power gem of the 4 that must be placed within the skull. But let's go through declarations here.
Bob.
You know what?
Rob,
Yes.
for the people at home, in the making of the Temple of Elemental Evil, there's a special bit here where it shows you like Ray Harryhausen techniques that they use to move the Iron Man in the film. Sorry, carry on. It's probably not that funny.
All of the technology we use to conduct our fights has to be done in the technology that was around during the time the module was actually released. So we do all of our fights in claymation. Okay, so Luke, what's Arena do?
Well, Arena's just going to have to stab the nearest guy. They're coming alive. They're aggressive, so she's going to attack.
Okay. What about Greyash?
Greyash seen this. I feel, based on everything, we'll try to use that scroll. The scroll of protection from elementals, I guess. Let's see why not.
All right, the red-handed Jolly Bandit leader. What's JB up to?
Let's see. Can I aim and fire an arrow from up here? Can I sit on the shelf?
Well done.
Oh, nice. Smart. What about Tuckturn?
So
Actually,
they start to come alive. So I am just going to obviously have my axe and my shield. I'm going to take a defensive posture and strike at the first one that comes near me.
All right, and then
I'm changing my
finally,
mind.
you want to switch?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, because everyone's attacking, and it doesn't. I know it doesn't work if people are attacking. So I won't do that. It'll be wasted immediately.
Correct. Wait until it's a more formidable element. You know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
fucking guys. Literally, you just fought these rodents and they killed one of you guys. And like, wait till a more formidable opponent. You're in the fucking end game right now, y'all.
We've still
Yeah,
got,
but the last-
still got water
The
and
last
air
boss might
to
have
go.
like 30 dudes that are all protecting him, that are all elemental, and we just don't want to fuck with them.
Air elementals can be really nasty.
Fair
That's what I'm saying.
So
Okay.
I will be casting a spell.
What you casting?
The fun
Nobody
one,
knows.
Null's Reckless Dwemer. That'll probably do nothing good. I haven't used that one in ages. I think I was playing it completely wrong before.
All right. I'm sorry. What is Roland doing? Just attacking one of them? Kind of straight up.
I equip my sword and shield as normal, and I'll turn my fire on, my sword, and go bang on one's hand.
Flame on!
Flame on.
Fire up! I say, fire up! Let the chop one.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and roll initiative then. Okay, Dom.
I knew it. All right.
Just
5.
desperate to win this one.
You've been better. You've been better lately.
Oh, yeah.
A little better. That's a 5. It's all right. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
you haven't
Five's
been
good.
horrendous.
Five's good.
Okay,
Five's good,
so let's see here. All right, so the 6, 7.
Yes.
All right, Arena.
Arena's pretty nippy.
Yeah, man.
AC 0.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Thank you.
D6. Ooh. Hello. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
All right.
Oh, sorry, 10 damage. Because I get +1 from strength.
Alright.
All right. So, it's hard to know exactly what you did, whether you damaged it or not, but your sword did seem to hack into the creature. You can see that there is now sort of a gash that in its stonework, and a place where some of its innards, some of the coursing heat seems to be moving strangely through his body. So you think you've damaged it in some way or another. It's hard to really tell as the creature continues to move. 10, 18. Obviously, it's not dead. That was at, what was that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Chopper.
Jump.
Fucking. Do I get? Do I
Go, go.
Now I've got mastery. Is it 2 attacks? What, 1/1, or is it?
Do you have mastery, or do you?
Yeah, I've got and I'm level 7.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
I get 2 attacks. So I get 2 a round.
Yeah.
One at the end of the round and one at the start.
It's probably one at the end, I guess.
Okay. And 11. I got Thaco 14 +7, so 11 + 7, 18. So I've hit -4.
Yes, you managed to hit the thing. It although its armor is formidable, it seems much like a normal human or normal combatant. If you can get past its armor, seems like it does. It is able to.
Right, D6 + D8 + 8 for a flaming weapon. 5 + 1 + 8. 5, 6 + 8, 14. Pretty low, really.
Wow.
That's if you include the D6 for the flame that you said before.
Oh
If
no,
not,
no, it does no damage. The
In
flame
that
doesn't.
case, I only do 1 + 8, 9.
9.
If the flame doesn't count.
Actually, so your sword is on fire?
You said I got a flame tongue and it does D6 extra when I hit
Yeah,
you.
so the sword goes out.
Oh, okay.
Like you start to swing the sword at it and it goes whoop, it just puffs out before, and it's not on fire right now.
Okay.
Like you could reenact it because you just gotta think it. But
Just
like
sucks
it's
the
out.
heat out of it. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so that was at like somewhere like 9 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
10?
10. I go on 10.
Also 10.
Okay, it's
Ash first.
spell first. Yep, magic missile.
Okay.
Magic missile
No,
melee.
it's something. It's a thing.
Is it magic missile melee?
Magic missile
It's
melee.
going for. Yeah, I'm trying to cast. Aim for the one in the back, but trying to cast slow. But
Cast fireball instead.
8.
That'd be just our luck in the fire room. Cast fireball.
14. Okay. Caster falls madly in love with target until a remove curse is cast.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'm in love with
yes,
the golem.
Fell in love with a golem. Don't know what to do. Fell in love with a golem.
Hold on a second. Okay, hold on.
Amazing.
No.
Amazing film.
Don't hurt him.
This might fuck up our stream for a second, but I don't really care.
Oh no, man.
Wait for it.
Shit.
It's Philip Glass music.
Wait for it.
I've just closed my eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's just the Iron Golem smile. That's the fire piece.
No, it doesn't love me. I just love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish it loved me. That'd be.
Oh my god. Okay. Enough of that. Oh, enough of
Oh
that.
my god.
Oh, that's too funny. Okay. So yeah, so you look across the
Crash is in love. That's brilliant.
Why?
You would act as Charm. Huh?
Yeah.
Fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah, so you find yourself smitten with this
Iron Man.
Of course.
It's pumping.
Uh,
It's just the craft, the
He's
magical
your one and
craft
only
with it.
flame.
It's
You might say.
Look at them calves. Gosh.
I love that. This is the
Amazing.
fucking best. All right, so okay, that was at like was that at 9 or 10?
That was a 10.
And
All right, go ahead, JB. I'm sorry, you guys. That's just too funny to me. I could just see it in my mind's eye, just way too clearly.
Oh, if I laugh anymore, I'm gonna throw up.
I know, and I just see Chris over there fucking losing his mind too, which is not making it any easier for me to stop laughing. All right, so you start shooting arrows across the room.
All right,
Finding-
I'm going.
Yeah.
First one I'm going to aim at is the one that Tuckton is fighting, so that if I hit it, I will not catch its attention because it's focused on the dwarf that's actually kicking its ass.
Just don't shoot at the one. Don't shoot at Grey Ash's lover.
Now you haven't gone yet,
Upsets him
Tucker.
greatly.
Mm,
No,
I don't go to
Tuctron's not in
11.
combat yet.
Okay, that means
Sorry.
you don't have to take a penalty to hit because Tuckton is not technically in melee with it yet.
All right, that's 18. That's going to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit at a
Definitely.
-1. And that's going to do 5 points of damage. Maybe.
See, that's why they needed the special effects for this scene. It's amazing.
I know, claymation, it's working really well.
Oh, man.
All right, so that was at 10. 11,
I go on 11.
they go on 11 as well. But Tuckton, go ahead and do your attack. You've got this one. You can see an arrow just struck into it from JB, sticking out from a space in its bronze armor into the blackness below.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I'm just swinging my axe at it. I rolled a 16 on the die.
Yeah, you got
so,
it. Yeah, you hit
Yeah,
it.
pretty sure I hit it.
Thunk.
Pretty much got to roll like a 2 or 3 probably.
Let's see. D8. So 15 points of damage. Magic,
Oh.
and it's a magic weapon, so if that matters.
All right, you crush into it, and clearly, denting some of the armor, smashing underneath into the blackness beyond. And simultaneously, as your axe hits it, it blinks away. It
Oh.
disappears. And JB, its hands come down to smash
no.
on top of you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
this is the
Blink,
worst.
blink attack.
I think
Excitement
whoever's
intensifies.
holding the gem.
Just think if you
Up
blink
on the
extra-
shelf. Literally, it's standing on the shelf.
We're gonna have to play
Right
keep
next.
away.
Probably misses though, actually. Because I know your AC is fairly good these days.
AC is -2.
Yeah, he does not hit you. So the hammer's fist comes down, but you're able to kind of dodge out of the way of it, even though the unexpected attack. You two are just like standing up on this shelf now. About
He
1 foot
blinked and he
wide
missed.
shelf.
And let's see here. The other one that was near where you just attacked Tucker, and the one that Tucker just attacked, there was another one right there though, because there was two fire pits. One of those comes over to attack.
Okay.
It leaps over to you. It doesn't walk.
Have you noticed 3 cats have appeared in this role-playing game? They can tell when we role-play, cats can.
They know.
But yeah,
Do you have a shield right now, or do you got his
I have my shield up.
All right, yes,
I'm
you bang
maxing
away the like it's trying to like hit you with its like metal. I mean, with its stony metal fist, and you just block it away with its shield, with your shield. Roland, the two that are nearby you seem content with trying to smash into you, but Roland is an expert at dodging and deflecting, and is easily able to stay away from.
Phew.
You can drown out by music a bit.
Weave. Yeah, it's a bit loud.
Yeah, I turned it way up for
Dreamweaver sequence.
I hope it doesn't kill that in the recording.
That was legend. That was legendary. That was. I know. Okay.
YouTube's ready
Any more?
hunting you down.
Parry my shield and dodge.
All right, so Arena, there's the one on Arena is also feeble in its attempt to attack. There's a second one over there by that fire pit though, and it blinks away onto the shelf on the other side of it
Wow.
and misses JB again. There is one more, however, that remains. One more final one. By some particular people's definition, the most handsome of the so chiseled are his features.
The jaw.
I know I can't do it. I gotta lose it again. And it has spotted Greyhawk. Because Greyhawk is like out in the open, in Mother's Spring and Spring Visible, and it blinks over towards Greyhawk, in the air, and tries to grab him.
This is love.
That's pretty good. I think it's probably gonna get you. AC -1. No, AC -2.
Yeah.
All right, so it blinks in the air on top of Grash, gives you an embrace. It wraps its arms and legs around you in a tight embrace. You've been brought into proximity with.
This wrestling maneuver is called the double slap.
What are half metal babies called?
Tetsuo.
Are they called stealings? What are we calling these things?
A melt,
I mean,
half metal elf. 8 points of damage, and the thing
Oh.
has its arms like locked around you. Does that have a chance to break the thing, or is it only dispel magic? Huh?
A metal elf? Wouldn't that be Glenn Danzig?
Oh, so they're like.
it might be. That is true.
Dispel curse, not even dispel magic.
So like really bad.
Dispel
hand-
curse.
Hold me closer, tiny Danzig. Oh, that's not how it goes. My bad.
Serious. This is really serious, guys. Come on.
That's how it goes now.
Okay, so they've all done their attacks. That was at 11. Does anybody else have
Me?
their first attack? Roland. Okay.
No, not first
Oh,
attack.
second
first
attack. Yeah, we have second attacks. Roland and JB has a second arrow shot.
JB then.
Although JB doesn't really have the can't really shoot him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take the opportunity to drop off the shelf. It's only 15 feet down. I can make a soft landing.
I'll allow it. Roland, go ahead to your second attack.
Fucking feint and stab it. Ooh, a 3.
Mhm.
It's
Uh-oh.
gonna be close.
Hang on. 3 plus 7, 10. 10 away from 14 is 4. I'm class 4.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm class 4.
All right. It deflects off of its armor. You didn't get a good enough strike on it. It bounces off of its armor, and the creature survives to fight another day. The doctor does not have an. He's not level 7 yet, is he? No.
I'm not level 7 fighter yet. I'm like maybe this game or next game I'll be there. I'm almost there. I'm 7 priest, 6 fighter.
Yeah. All right. So that takes us to the end of this round. Let's get to next declarations. Why don't we start with you, Gray Ash?
Keeping same initiative.
Did I say? No, we gotta do declarations, then initiative.
Declarations, yeah.
Oh, I mean, obviously, I'm going to hack. I'm hacking away. I mean, that's what I can do. That's what I got.
Magics. What about Gray Ash?
I don't know what I can do.
You can hug it back.
Grappled,
You're in
right, or
love.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get
I'll
yourself
shout
a
out
potion. You
to-
could probably get yourself a potion. You could. I mean, there's stuff you could try.
Yeah.
So it's literally blinked, grabbed him, like gone.
Like, don't you have a potion of gaseous form?
No, I wanted one.
Actually,
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
the weight situation you would have floated to the ground. So you're at the ground now.
Yeah, it's like a potion of growth, potion of delusion, filter of love, oil of
Growth
etherealness.
sounds like it'd be perfect.
Yeah, potion of growth might break the grapple.
Or give the. No, I've got the filter of love.
Yeah, you got. I'm just seeing what people have. I don't know who has them.
I mean,
6
like,
feet
you're
of
in
growth.
love with this thing, but that doesn't mean you don't realize that it's really fucking badly hurting you.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I can
Don't
change
death
him.
by no.
Why are you hurting me?
Haven't-
Don't you know I
Haven't you
love
got? Haven't you got a defensive spell or something?
I
we
basically
have to make a
I
decision.
ran out of spells like ages ago. There's a potion of diminution. I don't know who has that.
I wouldn't. I've got most of the potions.
Yeah.
I-
Was he
For
going to
the
be shown to
record, I have
JD? It's
none.
like
I have no potions. I have nothing.
it's like, so
FYI,
maybe
I
like
gave them all
touching the
away.
gem will get us away from these things. Like they might not come with us. It's like the gem, get us out of here. I don't know.
All right, so you yell that out.
I can try to use a wand. Yeah, I guess I'll try to use a wand.
Yeah, you could use a wand. What about JB? He's in the most shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna drop down to the ground. Okay, mate. So I believe tumbling will allow you to take half damage. So you're still gonna see because you're more than 10 feet up. Tumbling allows for you to not take any damage at 10 feet, but if you're more than that, you will take damage, but you can take half from with the tumbling jet.
Okay.
And does he get his -4 all this round then for tumbling? Like, so he doesn't attack, but for all this round,
I
he's
mean, that
got
was
an extra
last round.
-4.
It was last round. He jumped off the thing. Tumbling the tumbling thing
I made it.
for this. I don't think he is even like a thing you have to enact. I think it's just you have it. You know what I mean? Like you fall better
It's like
when you're
thief acrobat.
get tumbling. Yeah. You made it. Take
I made
1
it.
point.
1 point.
1 point.
I can
It was
handle
2,
that, I think.
but you took 1.
Okay.
So next declarations, Gray Ash is gonna use a wand. What's JB gonna do?
Yeah.
On the ground now. The things have gone like, Terminator 2 style, like, you know what I mean? Of like, look right down at him.
Yeah, we're gonna spend this round dodging these two guys because they're right on top of me, and I think they're gonna drop no matter what I do.
All right, so you're gonna tumble.
I'm gonna tumble this round.
What's Roland gonna do?
Oh, well,
Got these two guys
Um,
on.
yeah. So I disengage off the one thing that I've chopped and rush over and try and predict, because I can see the blink. So I try to predict where JB's going to move to and like preempt the strike.
All right. And Tucktrin's
Like-
going to be bringing the pain. And what about Arena?
Same again.
Okay.
Chop chop.
Why don't you, Luke? Why don't you roll this initiative for the group?
A nice big 6.
All right.
Not
Well,
bad.
you go first this time. They go on 5. So, JB, as you expected, those two that were up on the shelf, they blinked down to right next to JB. And the two that were fighting Roland, like both of them simultaneously and in a very sort of disturbing way, look over towards JB now on the ground, and both of them blink over there. So JB is now surrounded by 4 of these things, and they begin to pound away.
We'll help, guys.
This is
We'll help.
horrendous.
I'm on my way, man.
Use the gem.
Missed.
Do what with the gem? I'm happy to use it. I don't know how to use it. I am not magically
Does AC
inclined.
0? No, you got
You just have to-
roll your
AC.
tumbling check. Roll the
What's
tumbling.
up?
Mhm.
Roll my tumbling check?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the -4 bonus for AC.
Okay.
I imagine
Yeah.
in my mind when they blink, they
I
make
made my
like the
tumbling
same-
check, and I have an AC -2 regardless. Well,
Okay,
I
yeah.
guess -6 with a -4 with tumbling.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, Chris?
I just, like in Superman 2 when they blink, and they make that noise. Wow, 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 when they reappear. I just imagine
I
it in
do
my mind.
like that. I sort of feel like
These
they're
creatures.
very like.
Yeah. They're weird.
Yeah. So it's a weird ability. So the 4 of them. I mean, JB. Could you imagine JB right now? Like he's surrounded by these like 4 guys. He's like, little help, and he's like trying to dodge all around, like tumbling around, and these things are like trying to pound on JB, but nope, he's not getting hit this time. The other 4 blink around in various ways. One continues to grapple Grash, and 6 more damage for Grash.
Fucking hell.
What initiative is this on?
This is on 5, and you guys rolled a 6 on the die, so nobody's beating them for sure.
Oh my god. How much they hit me for?
What did I just say? 6 more?
6 more. I'm at exactly 0.
Oh,
Bear
you're
hugs and
unconscious then.
crushed by the love.
God damn it.
Oh, the good news is it lets go of you and lets your body fall to the ground as you go limp.
Well, that's good.
Hey. I'm not invisible, so.
You don't bleed at 0 either.
All right,
Perfect.
and then it appears as though other ones are trying to stop the rest of you from helping JB as they blink around here and there, each one to sort of block each one of you off. One for Arena, one for Tuctrin, and one for Roland. Now, these ones are actually happen to be uninjured. The ones that have blinked in front of you are not the same original opponents.
So how many are there now?
There's still 8 remaining.
Okay.
4 of them are on you, and 1 of them on each of the others.
Gotcha.
Keep fucking tumbling, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Keep rolling. Okay, that's a 17 on Arena. AC -2 for Arena. I think that's going to hit. In fact, I know that's going to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
All right, so one of these big metal fists smashes into Arena's face for 5 points of damage. Spits out blood. All right, so that does it for them. That was at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
8 would be Arena.
Arena.
super speed.
Yeah. Let's have a look. 17, that's absolutely bloody hit. That's negative
yeah.
4 or something. D6. 1 plus 4, 5 damage.
All right, go ahead and roll your second attack now.
Arena doesn't get to attack. She's only level 6.
She's specialized though, right?
She is specialized. Does that give
So
you...
this is the second round of combat, so you get 2 attacks this round. It's 3 every 2. So first round you
I
don't
didn't realize. I went looking for that because I thought that was the case, but I didn't see it. Okay, I'll roll the second now.
Your damage modifier
Ace.
is also, you've been giving me the wrong damage modifier too. Oh no, you're right. +3, right?
1 from strength, 1 from weapon, 2 from
+4.
specialization. Yeah. So AC 2
Yeah, that's exactly what you.
and
Oh, no,
6.
6 more?
6 more.
Okay.
Speed
All right.
stabber.
So that was at 6. That was at 8, right? 9.
Yes.
Yeah, 8.
9.
9. Go, Roland.
I think it is 6 plus 4.
That's
Yeah. 10. Sorry, then 10.
Go ahead. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
First attack, I can't got no choice. The one's blinked in front of me, and it's
Yeah.
chopping.
It's trying to basically block you.
Oh, this just fell behind the back of the box. Fucking hell! Another fucking miss. A 2. Miss.
Wow. Go ahead, do your second
Yeah.
attack.
So second attack.
Still hard for Roland to miss too.
Fucking hell. 4. Hang on.
I think that hits because
4.
3 didn't. Their AC
4 plus 7. 11. 11 from 14. I'm +3.
got it.
That hit.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. D8 plus 8. Oh, 1. 9. Sometimes you just don't get the breaks. That's the nature of the
I mean,
dice.
you guys are dominating this fight, but you're just rolling shitty on damage, honestly. All right, so the Roland comes in, misses with the first attack, but the second attack goes in and thrusts through it. Again, you haven't killed any of these yet, so you're assuming you're damaging them, but none of them are dead. 10, 11, 12, Tuctrin.
Yeah, 12. Yeah. I mean,
So-
AC -1,
Yeah.
and let's see, 11 points of damage on my first attack,
Okay, yeah, that's good.
and then
But
my
it's still up.
second attack is AC -2,
You know it.
and that one is going to be 14 damage.
All right.
Just
Proof
hack.
that your weapons can be effective against this creature is provided by Tuctrin as he cuts one of them down and it falls into a pile of dust, stony dust, and pieces of bronzy metal. 1 down, 7 to go. Greyash, we skipped you, David. We skipped Greyash's.
Is it
I'm
Grash
busy
down?
being
zero.
unconscious.
Yeah, sorry. about that. I'm really
Having a
bad.
nap.
I just like to make you guys feel bad when bad things happen to you. Let's get to the next round of declarations. JB,
I am still dodging these
doing
things.
the dance of survival.
I'm doing the dance of don't kill me.
Roland, Tuctrin, Arena, all doing the same thing, attacking the ones in front of you.
Yep. Well, so are they Well, it depends because they blinked around and they blinked back to us, but are they blinking back to them now that one's down? Is because there was 4 of them and there's four of us, right? There's like me, Roland,
All right, so Tuctrin is free
right.
to run over to the ones that are attacking JB, or
That's exactly
the one
that's
that's attacking Arena or Roland too.
Well, now I'm going to go to the ones attacking JB. Roland can hold his own, and Arena is a warrior type friend of Roland,
Right.
so I assume she can hold her own as well.
Okay.
JB's doing the I got to get the hell out of here dance, so I'm going to go over there and.
All right.
Plus, he did plug an arrow at the one that was attacking me, so you know.
Go ahead and roll initiative, Dom.
Oh boy. Okay. All right, guys.
Before he did all right.
Let's see. No, that's a 9.
All
right, guys.
Rolled a 9.
That's a 9. Okay, well. Best
So,
time to roll a 9, I guess.
10. 11.
Yes.
There you go.
The joys of a short sword rather than a long sword or a bastard sword. She quick.
Is your character using a shield?
Yes. 16 minus 3.
Oh yeah, for sure.
4 damage. 6 damage.
Eat that.
All right, another hunk of metal goes flying off the creature, but and you can see now that although it still stands, that the group of them, you're starting to make progress. You would say as you see your friends fighting here and there. That was at 10 or 11. 11. So 12. Well, unfortunately, they go on 12. So Tuctrin starts running over to help JB, and one blinks right in front of him. The one that had been Grash's true love. So it blinks right in front of Tuctrin and tries to smash down upon him. And I think he does actually hit him. AC -6 on that.
Yeah, that definitely hits me.
That's as best as best I can do, and not do not 20. So 5 points of damage as the thing smashes stony and metal fist into you. As you're running towards JB. The one on Roland. Almost possible to hit Roland.
-3.
Yeah. Oh, and then the one on Arena, however, smashes its fist right between her eyes. Double damage, so it's 14 damage. Crack.
Oh, just getting battered.
Ouch. 14, you said.
All right, and I better roll these attacks on JB. Go ahead and do your tumbling check again, JB.
Yeah.
There
That's a 4. We made it.
Okay, so hold on. 18. So I did do one roll that hit AC -6. Is that what his AC is right now?
AC -6, yeah, so you got
Holy
me once.
fuck.
Clipped him.
So JB's dance, while quite effective, moving around, dodging and weaving, it's much to ask anybody to be able to not get hit for this long. And unfortunately, takes one wrong step and a fist crushes into his ribs. You can hear them crack underneath the blow. 7 points of damage.
You know.
All right, so that was at 12. So I think you guys get to go now.
13.
13. Go ahead, Roland.
2 attacks. Right. A 19. It's improving.
There you go.
Excuse me yawning, yeah, so everybody is a bit loud.
Oh, I'm tired too. We're all done. We're all tired.
No, 19. That's a D8 plus 8. 3. Yes, 11.
All right, you want to do your second attack?
Go on then. That's just so nicely. 15, so that hits as well.
All right.
And
yeah, you managed to kill it. You bring your sword down to it, your bastard sword.
And although it will not flame against these creatures, the blade itself does enough to bring it low. So that is 2 down.
So I cut one's head off.
Bing, 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 bing. That was at 13, 14, Tuctrin.
Well, 15, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I meant Tuctrin as in, like I went through all the numbers
Yeah.
and then Tuctrin.
Right. I'm last, basically. AC 0.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
You're almost certainly going to kill it.
We're just beasts now, aren't we?
That is 16 damage.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It flies in front of you, and Tuctrin's speed. He might be short, but he has a powerful axe. Crushes it down, beneath him, stomping on the ash and metal, as he storms forward to help JB. Anybody have any end of the round actions that I'm missing here?
I do not.
I think
All right.
I missed my second attack.
Oh yeah.
Now you
Go. You
now
can do
you
your second attack.
didn't you have it last round? No,
Did you get your second attack last round? Or
that poor guy. Was it last round we did second attacks? Did you just have a second attack, Roland?
Roland
I
always
did.
has second attacks because he's level 7. Don't just do it. Just go ahead and make your attack. I don't
Are
remember.
you sure you want me to do that?
Just go ahead. You're fine.
Okay, well, I'll take the natural 20.
We will all take the natural 20.
Well, you're gonna certainly kill this. It has 11 hit points. So why don't you go ahead and
I
spread
rolled
your
a
skill
1.
since you got to
So that's a 2.
double the magic 2.
4.
Oh, you're not gonna kill
5,
it.
6. Do I double my strength?
No.
No. So
Rob, you sounded so
7 damage.
disappointed. Oh, you're not going to kill him.
Oh, it's just like fucking. It's hanging on like
Yeah.
fucking hole in it.
Strike it
Great.
seemingly perfect, and at the last minute, it spins slightly to the side, and it skids off of the side, and it rips off a piece of its armor and some of the stone underneath, but not what you were
I
expecting.
had to make a statement. You can't nat 20 me and I'm not nat 20 you back, buddy.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Next round. Now I believe that pretty much everybody except for Arena. Okay, so Roland and Tuctrin are going to try to start killing the things that JB is dancing away from.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Chris, why don't you roll initiative for this round?
Go on then. Hang
Do
on.
it over here.
I'll get my unlucky detail out. It's a 5.
Okay. 5 is okay.
6, 7. Luke, I think 7
Arena.
for you, right? For Arena?
Yeah, sorry, I missed the. I was in my own head. Oh, well, that's not going to hit. AC 10.
What's that?
My first. Rolled a
Alright,
3.
Yeah. Okay, you miss. 9, 10, 11. Stacy 9 actually.
9.
That's okay.
9.
Yeah. Chris and I, we can't help it. The math brain kicks in. We're like, wait.
Is it 9?
Actually, it's 8 because it's a +1 sword too. I didn't even include the +1 on the sword, so it's actually AC 8.
Well, my base THACO is 15. I get +1 from a sword, +1 from my specialization.
+1 for your strength.
So that brings. I don't have +1 hit. I've only got +1 damage.
Oh, you're only
strength.
16? Oh, okay. Well, then there's my fault, my mistake. So it is 9.
Yeah. So. Okay.
All
Anyway,
right. So, anyway, yeah. So you miss it. And the broken figure continues to follow through with its command to try to block you from getting to JB, who has possession of this bowl. As far as you know, it's just the bowl. He's like holding it in his hand as he's like dancing around. We'll just say that's happening because it's cool.
Not spilling a drop. Not even when I took a punch to the ribs.
So they go on 8. So I don't think that you guys beat that. JB,
No, I don't.
you're make the tumbling roll for JB again.
Made it. 3. I'm happy to roll low now.
All 4 attacks. Actually, 3 of them are really great attacks. I mean, like, you're there 1 minute, and the fist would have hit you in the next minute. You're not. You're just moving all over the place. Bowl in hand. Luke, the one on Arena, it's so broken and chipped away at that it just makes a feeble attempt, which she's able to easily block with her shields.
Awesome.
Roland, Tuctrin, do some damage.
On 9.
Tuctrin or Roland goes before Tuctrin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. First attack. A 5. That's a hit.
Yeah, and these are all damage.
So it's D8 plus 8.
All but
8
one.
plus 4. 12.
12 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he dead?
Okay. Yeah, this I mean you plunge your sword into it and bits of metal and stone break off, but it continues to, it doesn't even seem to react to you. It seems to have a single-minded purpose to get to JB in this bronze bowl that he's hanging over his head.
Second attack?
Yep.
An 18. Yeah.
All right, it's dead. It's dead.
Yeah. Minimum of 9.
The cavalry is here. JB, go ahead, Tuctrin.
How many are left?
3.
That's 3. Wow. Okay.
Well, 4 actually, technically. Arena is fighting 1.
Okay. So whatever the closest one is to JB.
Yeah, they're all 3 on him. So
Yeah. So just.
I'm just
I don't
rolling
know.
randomly which one you
Okay.
hit.
Yeah, that works. Ooh, AC 4.
Right, that's it. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Love of fucking God, no, you do not hit.
Okay. Well, that's it for me for this round.
All right. That takes us to the end of the round. And yeah, let's just roll initiative.
Round for the party, that was.
Reroll it.
2.
It's like the end of Monopoly. Just waiting for the one person to go bankrupt so the game can be over.
Oh, Kent Road. Fucking hell. 1, 2, 3. Goes to jail.
What's your initiative? Somebody roll, please.
I'm in the kitchen making a cup of tea. so
I'll
it's not
roll.
really me.
I got it. All right. 8.
All right. They go first. One of them actually hits JB
Oh,
time, even with tumbling. AC -6 for 6 more points of damage. The one on Arena does not hit. Arena is able to deflect that again away with her shield. And then why don't you all bring the pain? Why don't you go first, Luke? See if you can kill this fucking stone robot.
Not today. Rolled a 5.
Fucking kidding me. All right, Tuctrin.
It's me.
Yeah, it's Roland.
Oh, go ahead, Roland. It's fine.
2 attacks. Come on, feel my burn. Pumping Iron Man. 13. Eat that.
Yeah.
Fucking have that
Dead.
up your nostril.
Dead,
Fly!
dead.
Second attack. Next one. 10.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
second attack.
Yeah. I'm into it now. 14.
That's more like it. My second attack's a 17.
All right, go ahead, Tuctrin. You have 2 attacks this round?
I do.
Do both of them.
Okay, that's an AC 2.
Hits.
And that's an AC -6.
Definitely hits.
All right. So that's
This is kind of cool.
7 plus. So the first one is 13,
Uh-huh.
and then the second one is 12.
All right, so between Roland's 2 attacks, Arena's second attack, and Tuktrin's 2 attacks, in a whirlwind of blade and axe, sword and shield, the 4 of these things essentially all fall nearly simultaneously as all of you finally bring them low and the bodies collapse to the ground.
Raw.
As it should be. And as soon as that happens and it looks like the danger's passed, I'm going to beeline over to Grey Ash.
All right, you slap him around for a little bit. He wakes up.
Wow, it's not easy.
So
He wasn't bleeding to death.
Does he feel a sense of melancholy and loss?
he wasn't bleeding, but he's very injured. So I'm going to heal him.
Where are they?
I was going to say I
5?
can pour a third of this potion down his neck.
Yeah, so that's 5,
What did you do to my lover?
and then and he's still. I'm assuming
100 XP, David. 100.
Yeah. That's owning your own fail. Well done. I saw
Spends
you
the
pick up it's like a
3
chunk of
rounds mourning the
hand,
dead.
How bad does
Chunk-
JB look?
chunk of creature's hand in his
I
pocket.
took 2 shots, but I'm still on my feet.
Okay.
Out, you know,
Up to
metagaming,
6.
I took 13 points of damage, but I'm fine.
Right.
You know, take care of Grey Ash. His heartbreak will need to be mended before we can move on.
And I've took 7 and 4 environmentally, but I'm not really worried. It's nothing.
All right, Grey Ash. That's another 6,
Another 6.
and I'm now
That's
officially
12.
I'm officially out of first and second level spells now.
All right, and so the battle, the monster XP is 616 each for this encounter, and it's
616.
40 hit dice.
So
616 and 40 hit dice. And
so
then
that was 616 total, or each monster?
Each.
each
per-
each total get 616 from these monsters.
Okay.
Also, each get another 2,000 each for recovering the second gem. And then it's
2,000, you say?
2,000. And then it's see here.
You're welcome. I
I'm going to
recovered the
level up.
second gem.
3, 4,
What was the hit dice, Bob?
40.
40.
And then an additional 700 XP each for exploration.
Oh, hold on. I
And
take that
JB,
back.
you will
I have one more second level spell left.
you will come to discover that there are 34. There are a total of 35 smoky quartzes.
34 regular ones and 1
34
special.
of them are regular,
Yeah.
and they're each worth 100 gold pieces. So they're not nothing.
Hmm.
But then there is the other one that's special, and it has a faint glow to it. You know it's a power gem, and as you look at it, you can even see the swirl of the air upon it.
The swirl of the air, you said? Ooh, I bet
swirl
this
of the
good.
air.
This takes us to the air place, I bet. To the airport. Nobody wants to go to the airport.
Are we really done here?
I will remind you of one more detail before we leave the end the game for the night. You recall that the gems, when you have a gem that matches a symbol, a glyph, and you have the gem, you're able to use that glyph to travel more accurately. Perhaps
Right.
to escape.
Hmm.
And it was not long ago that Grey Ash, in fact, had just seen the glyph of air, which matches the gem you have just discovered.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just a little lizard in a way. It's
Yeah, there's
fine.
just a dragon.
Just a little
lizard. It's a
lizard.
lizard. It's a lizard.
I'm
I
gonna
know
go
the way
and
that they
fuck chat.
described it, they
dragon.
didn't really say it was a dragon. It was weird, like how the description didn't have dragon in it.
Yeah,
They're like
it's 'cause it's just a
draconic
lizard.
form.
Let's go and
No.
harass that dragon, man. Let's go and harass it.
Fight the red dragon. How fucking cool
Also,
would that
yeah.
be?
I
That would
wanna
be so
talk
about-
badass, right?
I'm not,
He smacked me
Always
across the face
resist
to
in the
wake me up, and I
fire.
gain a level.
You got a level?
I did.
Leveled up, yeah.
I leveled too.
You got your beauty sleep.
congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should be kind of getting their final level ups before the battle. I mean, before this end thing. So, all right. Well, that was fun, guys.
Oh,
Sorry
I
for the
definitely won't
enjoyed
level
it.
again.
I hope I did okay. Honestly, I'm so tired. I have
Okay.
no idea what I've
No,
been
no, that was good. That was good.
you know, it's hard because with
Okay.
JP, I mean, with Grey Ash exploring everything, it's a little bit of a weird situation, but that's the way it is. And it ended up being kind of cool. Like, I can't believe you guys lucked your way into finding this, like, really specific room.
I can't believe it was in
think-
that room.
I know. It's a pretty cool looking room, though, like the shape and stuff. So I think, like, even though they give you no clues to find where these things are, you found two of them fairly quickly, right? So, like, I don't
Mm.
think it's as hard as it seems, maybe. So,
Mm.
anyway, great game, guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you sticking with me. And you guys want to play next week? We good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Let me check my schedule.
Let's see. How much HP do I gain?
Excuse me.
3.
I think so.
I'll add that to my max
All right.
HP.
Well, we can discuss it offline. Hey, thanks everybody who's been out there watching and who has continued to watch. We really do appreciate you. And except for Frank, I mean, he can go fuck himself. But other than Frank, and Freak Nick too, right? I always forget that guy. He was way worse than Frank, to be honest with you. Frank just made one comment.
Yeah, Freaknik was the one that trolled through hundreds of videos.
Which is crazy. Which is just crazy levels of obsession.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because we're that bad at the game, he has to watch.
that's
every
love.
single
That's
video.
love right there.
Serious
That's
stuff,
exactly
you
what
know.
that is.
We take it in all forms. All right. Good night. Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all.